magazine. You know what I mean? There's different prompts. So I like that. It's like you're still growing, and these are the questions that you should be asking yourself, or at least the questions you can ask yourself to bring your journey to the front of your brain. Like, let me think this thing through, because we be moving, we be living, we be growing, but we don't be fully thinking through the different like stages that we've been through, the different seasons. You know, sometimes it's just like survival, just trying to like get through them. Again, with these prompts, it kind of like they bring them to the front of your brain. So like, I'm really glad that you sent them to me, because there's at least one out of those questions where I'm like, I really need to think about this. You know, like I think that's impactful. Yeah.
I was just reflecting on that today, how important it is for us to not be so quick to answer things, but just asking ourselves better questions. So like you just mentioning that, I hadn't even considered that until today. Literally before I got here, I was listening to something and they were mentioning just the, how the best way to get your day started, the best way to get your mind started, the best way to just get, yourself stimulated is asking questions. You know what I mean? Having answers isn't really stimulating. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. And I'll start off, I don't normally start off with introductions, but I'm learning like from using YouTube and stuff that it's good for my search engine optimization stuff. So my name is Terrence Harris, right? So that the AI knows and that ChatGPT can find me, right? Creative architect. I started off as a musician and now I connect people who are just going through that transitional, messy phase in their life, looking for the right people and the right team and crew to build with so that they can essentially live and build something sustainable, right? That's where my creativity and my architecture of creativity lends me, right? So I want you to introduce yourself and then we can start getting the segment rolling.
Okay, solid. So I'm George K. Jala, also known as George of the Garden. I'm creative, I'm a community engager, I am a gardener, a nurturer. I am also, more than anything, a very, very proud Liberian-American. Experience the world through those lenses. So from the gardening that I do, to my parenting style, to the way I engage with community, to the future in the world that I'm now building with the garden brand. It's all through the lens of the individual who sees myself within this bigger conversation and doing the best that I can to not only contribute, but also elevate the conversation for myself, for my community, for my family. I'm grateful to be here with Terrence Howard. Harris, my bad.
Hey,
That Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard's
that's why I said, like,
smart guy, you know what I mean?
The names,
Yeah.
that's not the problem. It's that you're spending time with me and you've always known. So that's neither here or there. Yes, Terrence Harris.
So to be clear too, we know Terrence as TJ. I don't know.
Yeah, I just started pushing the Terrence.
Respectfully, you know what I mean? So for a lot of us in the community, the creatives, the people who are doing the work, we know you for the work that you're doing under the name of TJ, but it's great that you're stepping fully into yourself. Like, I'm not just TJ, I am actually Terrence Harris, this bigger thing, this person, this entity that happens to operate as TJ sometimes, happens to operate as the owner and CEO of Still Growing. I like that. I'm trying to get into that same space of like, I'm George K. Jala, like my full first, middle, and last name. Cause that comes with a lot of energy. Like, that's the name that you was gifted, you know what I mean, on this planet. I mean, you pick up names along the way, but these are names that's like divinely gifted with, you know what I mean? So it carry a lot of weight, and it's beautiful to like contribute to them and like push them forward.
Some respect on it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I used to hate my first name, man.
Did you?
Yeah, bro. I used to
Terrence?
telling people. Yeah, but telling people I would only tell my girlfriend.
Really?
Like, no one knew my name until like maybe like 10th grade. I was just TJ. Cause when I was like younger, I used to have a bully named Jamal.
Okay.
My middle name is Jamal.
All right.
And he used to just like tease me for being called Terrence. So I just had a bad early experience with my name. So I used to like, nah. And then when I became an artist, I'm inspired by Kendrick Lamar. So that's when I was like, nah, I'm stepping on it. Cause K-Dot stepping on it. Right. Yeah. It was K-Dot, then went to Kendrick Lamar. So, there's just been some self-love that I have.
On your identity.
Yeah,
beautiful though.
That actually kind of lends me to my first question, but I do want to acknowledge and let y'all know, like, we're gonna be doing some plants and some activities here. So we just warming up. So if you just getting started, watching this is your first time ever meeting or seeing either of us, make sure y'all follow us, like, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do to stay in the loop, and get prepared because this is gonna be a little different.